Alright, time for not only our first non-Nick show, but our first live action show. I talked about the show before. Not only was the first episode one of the earliest I did for the Peeking at the Pilot show that eventually just died, but I looked at Girl Meets the Bay Window to explain its biggest flaw, the melodrama. But we don't have to worry about that today because this show's Halloween episodes were basically Treehouse of Horror / Terror Tales from the Park anthology stories, and were some of the few episodes to put comedy over drama. They made 3 of them, 1 for each season, so I say we look at the one from season 2, since it has a few guest stars. This is Girl Meets World of Terror 2. We begin with our framing device of Augie and Doy setting up the stories. They are dressed as the Scarecrow and the Cowardly Lion. They don't have the Tin Man because he has no heart, and this show is all about heart. There's some good jokes as Ava comes in dressed as the Good Witch of the North.
Yeah, nobody's buying that for a second.
So she changes into the Wicked Witch and we begin the first of our stories.
Tonight's first tale of terror is about my sister's favorite place in the world, her bay window.
Is it really her favorite? Because she just destroyed it because of some reason about change needing to happen. Riley and Maya are dressed as flappers. What the hell are flappers?
We could be when I heard a voice in my head that said,
You should be flappers.
so I said to the voice in my head, what are flappers? And then the voice said,
We were jazz babies.
jazz babies.
I love Maya's face. You see, the show can be really funny when it wants to be. Turns out it's a ghost that can take off its head.
How about now?
Might want to think about joining the Headless Hunt, honey.
I am the ghost of the bay window.
See, Riley, I told you tearing that thing down will be a bad idea. Okay, I'll stop.
You're the best ghost ever.
You mean that? Because I really like you guys.
You do?
I've been watching you in this window since you were very little girls.
That's creepy. I mean, I know she's a ghost, but still, no one likes a peeping Jane. So the ghost tells them this used to be her room and she won't leave until someone else realized how wonderful the bay window was. They really wanted that bay window to be a thing. So she makes them do the Charleston, and to be fair, they aren't bad at it.
Maya, we're flapping.
Riley, we're puppets of the flapper ghost.
That's crazy. Nobody can control us.
Can no one hear this? Then the 3 little ones come in and she tells Doy his name is actually Dewey, making him scream and her disappear. It's a running gag in the series that isn't really that funny. We then start the next story with the 2 girls coming to a Central Park haunted house.
The ghost of the bay window.
Oh, the ghost of the bay window. When you guys go to sleep, she floats in. She goes boo.
So it seems, unlike most anthology Halloween specials, these stories are all connected, which is kind of nice. I mean, both these shows had a very warped sense of reality, so for all I know, all this stuff could have actually happened, and it wouldn't feel out of place. Anyway, here we get those guest stars I was talking about. Austin and Allie from, well, Austin and Allie. You see, this episode was part of the Disney Channel Spooktacular in 2015, where a bunch of these sitcoms crossed over. I have never seen a single episode of Austin and Allie, although it's apparently set in Miami, so what the hell are they doing in New York? Well, Ava seems to like Austin and even gets a picture with him.
How you doing?
Hey, that's Joey's thing. You leave him out of this. So if you guys are supposed to be a BLT, then where's the lettuce? Was Paul Blart's daughter supposed to be the lettuce and she just couldn't make it because she was stuck in Vegas with Justin Russo? That's like a joke with multiple layers.
Thanks a lot, guys.
But you don't actually have to watch us or anything. I mean, Lucas and Farkle are already on their way, and
Lucas and Farkle never appear in this episode. But the ghost shows back up and says that a real ghost lives at this house. So what, is this gonna be the second episode in a row where a real ghost haunts a fake haunted house?
This is my best friend Tessie's house. We'd all come here to dance the night away. Tessie was the life of the party. But look at the place now. Nobody's hatched any schemes or planned any capers in the bay window of this house.
Stop trying to make it happen. Then we get another dance number because Disney sitcom. Okay, I know this is completely off topic, but it's been bothering me for years. Austin's hair does not look real, but I know it is, and that scares me more than anything we've seen so far this month. But their dancing pisses off Tussie as Austin and Allie leave.
Thank you.
We had a lovely evening.
Bye! Thanks for having literally no purpose! Riley and Maya also leave and head back to the house. Back with the kids, we get a joke about Ava stealing candy from the other 2.
Yeah, but I like dividing it all up fairly.
Well, well, well. Topanga's wrong about you, Ava Morgenstern.
No, she's not.
Seriously, the comedy in this episode is on point. Ava is the definition of a toxic relationship. Doi asks the girls for candy, but since they have none, he says he has to trick them. Lame. I expect way more interesting shenanigans from this show.
Riley.
Maya, you got real tall, yay! And now you're a cartoon. I love our lives.
Oh my god, how is this the second thing I reviewed this year that involves teenage girls turning into dolls? This scene is hilarious, and the effect is pretty damn good. I love when shows just get really weird.
Don't do this. Don't do that. Be like me. Today is the best day ever.
Oh my gosh, I've never felt better in my life. Let's go rob a bank.
Quick, back at her head. Because now we can finally see the world through each other's eyes.
Ugh, everything's pretty.
Unfortunately, it has to end, and it turns out it was the ghost that did it to them. She's about to leave, but tells them to never give up on their dreams or some shit like that. I don't know.
I watched you both share your dreams in here. They're good dreams.
We sit in this window because we've always felt that it had some power. But will it after you're gone?
I'm not the magic of this place anymore.
I won't make a joke. I'm just gonna say that this episode has more genuine emotion talking about the bay window than Girl Meets the Bay Window. The episode ends with all the kids passed out as Cory and Topanga split candy.
Topanga, what do we do?
Same thing we do every year. Mini, full size. Let's just speed this up.
I'm glad the show turned them into dorky parents. I wouldn't have had it any other way.
Wait. What do I get?
You get to put the kids to bed. You're so lucky.
So yeah, this episode was pretty damn good. It's just funny. Every second has some kind of joke, and most of them hit. It never takes itself too seriously, and even though it has that sweet moment at the end, it is first and foremost a comedy. The stuff with the ghost was fun, if a bit repetitive. The cameos from Austin and Ally were pointless, but they had some decent laughs. And that cartoon sequence is seriously one of the best moments in the series. Because it's so focused on the laughs, it's not that spooky or Halloween-y. I mean, we never see inside the haunted house, and even the costumes they wear are kinda generic. So even though I'm giving the episode itself a 7.5 out of 10, on a Halloween factor it only gets a 6 out of 10. A great episode, but not one that you absolutely have to watch this time of year. Well, tomorrow we'll be going back to animation to look at a show that aired on the Hub and animated by DHX. No, the other one. See you then.